Bam, I'm finna get in right now. Check this out. Bam, there I go. Hey, what's up? Shit, messing up. I messed up the damn thing and had to go back. Let me see who's in the building now. Kim Stone, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Robin, what is happening, baby? I got the number and everything. I meant to call you, but I'm gonna call you. Been doing a lot of stuff. Trying to get shit in order. But anyway, what's happening with you? Y'all need to understand today's show is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real. What's happening? Hey, cuz, love you, love you. We are talking today about, and I had to really get the title together, but I still wanted the real title of what I was talking about. Talking about the wolf in sheep's clothing, aka fake pastors. Yeah, there are a lot of fake pastors. There go my sister right there. Okay.
Hey y'all.
What is all that shit on your face?
What it look like?
Motherfucker acting like she going on prom. What the fuck you got on?
Prom?
Like you going on prom or something. All that shit on your goddamn.
Well, that must be cute then. Good. Thank
that
you.
That mean you're going on prom.
Compliment.
You can take it how you want to.
Yep. Thank you.
But goddamn it, okay. All right.
Hey y'all.
I'll get up for my sister.
Sunday.
She's in the building, y'all. She's in the building. Baldhead'S podcast. We are talking about a wolf in sheep's clothing. The fake ass pastor. That's different levels of fake pastor. However the case may be, before I start that, I got to run these promotions, y'all. I'm going to let y'all know that we are here every Sunday. I'm uploading new content on Baldhead'S podcast. If you're here and you're on YouTube, you're subscribed. If you're on Facebook, please go subscribe. If you're on Twitter, please go subscribe on YouTube to Baldhead'S podcast. Bam. You need a manicure, pedicure, facial, beard, facial, and that niece, foot detox, hand, foot spa, waxing, massage, ear candling. Please call 312-899-6056. And it's my sister T's Traveling Spa. She comes to you. And if you're out of town, you might want to give her a little time so she can get there to you. And she is the creator of the luxurious hand crack. Get your ass out of here. Fellas, it is amazing for your feet. And also, you can have your own hand job pleasure. And May 11th, I will be in California at the Ontario Improv.
Me too.
Doing my thing with my dog. It's Ray Grady's birthday week. Antoine Scott gonna be in the building. DJ Sidekick gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be in the building. And T gonna be running around the building some motherfucker way. And as y'all know, every Monday we are on the Alpha Male Comedy Tour, Alpha Male Mondays show right here on YouTube. So go subscribe to Ray Grady's page, and you'll see my man Larry Lancaster, and Crazy through every Monday through Friday. You see me 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. I am on my Instagram page, which is comedian Baldhead Phillips. Please go on there and hit the button. Be waiting with special guest host, your girl, my sister Tia. We're doing lunchtime discussion with Baldhead, and it'll be off the chain. And if y'all did not know, now you're gonna know today. It's back in demand. The motherfucking Comedy Over Depression show. I'm hosting. The first one is April 2nd. Every first Saturday. It's a day party comedy show, people. Yeah, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's going down at Smiley's Gaming Cafe, 12058 South Marshfield. Charmin Kitchen will be open. You go on the website on Tia's thing or on my Instagram and her Instagram. You hit the button. Cut this out ass TV off. I was watching prom night. I like to watch scary movies where they're killing people. www.teespa.com is where you get the tickets at. And I think you got that down there anyway. So y'all check that out. It's going down. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Let me go back to the Got my people. Hey, Miss Barber, what is happening? I got killed. It's okay. The fake folks make us get more blessings. You right. My sister, my cousin said, hey, Queen, what's
Hey,
happening?
Sheena. Hey.
So look, let me tell y'all something. It's a bunch of things going on. What up, Gina? It's a bunch of levels of fakeness when it comes to pastors. Financially, I would like to talk about that first. At one point in time, I don't know if y'all remember, Quetflow Dollar was asking people for $65 million for a goddamn jet. Nigga, who do you think you are? And it's not just him. It's a lot of those pastors that got those big churches. What the hell did you do, girl? Tia. Oh, man, I don't know what happened. She on cocaine. What the hell did you do?
I'm trying to go to the comments to see the comments too, but I'm on my phone, so I can't read no.
You're not on the computer. I don't want to know. Tracy, how you doing? Good Sunday. Thank you. Tony Snow, what's up, bro? What's good? Hey, Carrie, what's happening? Good evening. A couple of the Grady gang that creeped in already.
Hey, y'all.
So this is what I'm tripping on. Now we can go all the way back to slavery. We can go all the way back to whatever. I never could understand, and somebody said it, and I couldn't remember which one of the prophets or old school people said it. That how can a slave and his master have the same God? Because how are you gonna get the blessings? And I'm already in this situation. How is he gonna bless me and bless my master? Now you got these pastors that are supposed to be the people that we look to for peace. We look for a lot of different things. Running game, the ultimate PPP loans came from them. They want you to get them all this motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. If you're reading the Bible or you read something like that, and it says something about the 10%, the 10% at that time was like land, goat, sheep. Now it's money. Your 10% of your money supposed to be made to the church. I can understand if it's made for the church to build the church. This money is actually going to this build church. That's why they had the church building funds. But the roof don't never get fixed in that church, in them small churches. Them big churches where they got rafters and all these rows and all of that, I don't get it. I don't get it how you want me to pay for this. And most of the people in their congregation are, if they're not living in poverty, they screwed up. They messed up. So how you gonna ask me for some money and you got all the money and you're not helping the community? What you got to say about it? I got a lot to say about it.
Well, I've been to a few churches where it's truly what it is. But then you got to think about it. What I noticed the trend of, if you notice, a lot of people who became pastors had a criminal background. That's why they became pastors. So that was like a come up to them. Some people, they say God called them, but that wasn't true for everybody. Also, think about other professions. A lot of people started getting into nursing and truck driving, but that was after the rise in the pastors. And then you got to think about it when you looking at the trend of the way pastors were. It was on the rise of the mega churches, and it was like them sow a seed ministries and those go ahead and bring your money and we gonna create so-called generational wealth, when it wasn't for the generations of the church members at the time. So you got to think about what was the whole purpose of them doing that. And if they already was kind of con men or con people, the reason they end up getting locked up and got out, their mindset didn't change. It was just they hustle changed.
Yeah. You know what? I was locked up. I was locked up with some dudes. She said, your makeup is on point tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Don't be lying to her, Kev. Don't lie to her.
Why you have to be a hater?
Don't lie to her. Cut that light off now. She's coming back. Don't lie to her. He has jets.
That's where I was getting to about it. is a lot of those churches, which were considered mega churches, they were banned private jets, they were banned very expensive cars, they were banned a lot of land and stuff like that. There was, if
Yeah.
you remember, one church on the west side of Chicago where they had different ministries, and a lot of them were and even on the south side where they asked you to give a certain amount, had you commit to giving a certain amount, and this was in addition to your 10% sacrifice that you were supposed to be making, the 10% that you're supposed to give to God when you pay God first. So another concept that people weren't teaching at that time was you supposed to pay God, then pay yourself, and then pay your bills. And your bills shouldn't exceed whatever percent that is that you give. And if you don't believe in God, then you give yourself that 20%. If you
How the hell am I gonna get something I don't see God? I don't
exactly,
see God.
but if you go into a church and they say they doing what they supposed to do with the money, it's supposed to be for paying for the church. It's the operation of church, right? It's supposed to be for paying for ministry. Then it's also supposed to be for the poor people in the church. That money is supposed to fund them too. So instead of you going and asking for CEDA and LAHEAP or the aid office or putting your baby father on child support, then the church was supposed to be there for you. It was supposed to be a hospital to people mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. It was supposed to be your spiritual hospital, but that's not what it's been for a long time.
It's like the lottery. The lottery was supposed to pay for school, but lottery was supposed to pay for the teachers.
It ain't paid for that in a long
and
time.
the teachers are still going on strike. They've never paid for it. I don't
And
remember.
it was supposed to help pay for the roads, but are the roads fixed? In addition to the parking tickets, in addition to, when you pay to get that boot off your car, and when you get your window sticker, and when you get your plate sticker, that stuff, part of that money is supposed to go to that, but it doesn't.
It's all a game. It's all a fucking game. I'm sorry, I'm eating my food up. I'm done.
I still got some. I'm starting second. I got me some cucumber and grapes and pineapples. It don't really go together, but I'm eating it together.
Cucumbers, grapes. I'm not gonna talk. Well, you know what? It was a movie made a long time ago called Deacons for Defense. Forrest Whitaker played in the movie. And it was basically because some pastors, hold on, now this motherfucker know I'm on the podcast. I'm doing my podcast. You know I'm doing my podcast. Motherfucker just said hi on the podcast. Let you know it's some people that don't
Do
give a
they
fuck.
think it's pre-recorded?
I don't know what the fuck.
It say live.
They live in the corner. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
We're gonna say they high.
Can you read that? Can you see it?
I honestly believe there's a small percentage of churches, pastors out there that actually do what the word of God says. That's true. So that's what I'm saying. There are, but because there's so many people that are
those are the churches that are
perverting it or
those are the churches that are
misusing it.
successful.
Yeah, and most of those churches are small. Most of them are small. They're not mega churches because everybody was like trying to see who can one up each other to get the most membership, and that's why people started doing so much big praise dancing and miming and come as you are and all that other stuff. They changed the rules up so much.
Let me tell you something about this kind of off topic is on topic. Praise dancing, right? Praise dancing to me is the funniest because it's usually somebody that can't dance, and then where they going after that? Where is because if you do something, you're supposed to get paid, and then when that money ain't right, you got a lot of praise dancers turn into strippers. I'm just gonna say that they turn into strippers.
I can't say that because I used to praise dance.
You ain't never wanted to strip? You ever thought about stripping?
I've never thought about stripping, but I did think about pole dances, but not
pole dancing.
Not outside at a club, though. Not outside at the club.
I don't know. I knew a girl, like I knew, and it was really probably one of them, but she used to praise dance. And then we got older, and I was in a strip club one night, and I was like, she look familiar? She seen me and freaked out.
But my thing is,
like,
both of y'all was on the opposite spectrum of where y'all met at.
Hey, I was in church because I had to go to church. She was in church dancing because I guess she had, I don't know. But I guess she was like, shit, I've been dancing anyway. You know what I'm saying? And they paid me, so it ain't nothing wrong. Now, I don't know if she was doing anything behind, because understand this, it ain't nothing wrong with a woman being a stripper or an exotic dancer if they doing it for the money and they just getting the money off of that. Now, when they do that backroom shit, that's when it gets a little diffy and iffy.
Let's get
However, only at home for my man. That's the only way she gonna praise him.
right. Exactly. That's what I was going for.
Hey, dog, y'all seen them? I've seen a couple of them. I actually seen two in my life. And so every time I go to strip, and I don't go to strip club a lot. Let me tell y'all why I don't go to strip club a lot. I think it's disrespectful to throw money. I think it's disrespectful to throw money at somebody. If I can't walk up to you and give it to you in your hand, but then I don't feel like the strippers or the dancers, you gotta be politically correct. I don't feel like they strip for me. You know why I feel like they strip for me? Because when I get there, they already naked and everybody sees. So that's not for me. You already did that.
She unwrapped the gift already.
I'm just looking at somebody else's shit.
So this was prepackaged.
That's just me being silly.
We reopening this.
I'm not, man, because I feel like if you stripping at it, like my boy Mark Simmons said, if y'all get naked and I get naked, y'all started it. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. But the fact about the money that they be wanting in their congregation, the congregation never get done just right. The congregation.
So Carrie said most of the time the people that you see at the club the night before are the same people you see at church the next morning. And what's funny is a lot of times they ain't even went home with the bed. Some of them are either wear the same stuff they had on or put a little something over it. That's it.
Same glitter.
And that's true, because they was raised, so those people were raised that no matter what, you supposed to make it to church on Sunday. So if whatever you did Monday through Saturday, you better make it to church on Sunday. So that's their concept, and that's what they were taught. So they was like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I made it to church on Sunday.
Your grandmama said it. I don't give a damn what you do Friday and Saturday. How long you out? You better be up in that church Sunday morning. You better be sitting up in that pew. Because if you get up and do all of that, you better be right there to do it.
Some people residency was tied to them coming to church. You got to think about that back in the day. If you ain't show up at church on Sunday, you can get put out Sunday night if you wasn't at church.
Where the hell did you hear that? I ain't never heard that one.
You don't know no people like that? They didn't play that about you going to church, especially.
Oh, you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, especially if they were people who, like, let's say a minister or a deacon or a deaconess or usher boy or
their parents or grandparents or somebody like that.
Yeah, you ain't go embarrass them by not showing up to church on Sunday.
Let me tell you something. When I started running the street, what up, comedian Lil B? We talking about the financial part of the fake pastors first. Then we're gonna move to the other stuff. So when I hear what you're saying about that, because I remember I was like 19 years old. I was running the streets. My grandmother ran that speech. If you can come up in here in the middle of the night, ooh, I swear to God, I ain't never came up there in the middle of the night no more. I went somewhere else because I'd be too tired. And it wasn't that I couldn't have, I couldn't have went to church. And I wasn't even, it wasn't a drinking thing or me getting high, nothing like that. I was tired because I had been running all week. And I'm like, Sunday, I'm gonna sleep all day. Because I felt what was more disrespectful than that was
to go to church and sleep.
Go to sleep in church. I felt that was so disrespectful, so I didn't do it. And Sheena, my cousin, she know we came up in them little ass churches too, so she knows them. That's what I was taught. It wasn't until I got older and the church got older into the church that I am now that I decided to actually want to change and do better and be an example for my babies.
Yeah, so it a lot of times what I tell people is your
it's the best. You ain't lying. So you get caught.
Personal relationship. So if you believe in God, it's your personal relationship with God. It's not that's just fellowship. So you still got to have your own personal relationship.
See, that was a different thing. Carrie, she said, I used to go to the 12 o'clock mass after those rough nights. You would never see me at 9 o'clock mass.
See, yeah, but one thing about mass, mass only gonna be an hour.
Yeah.
But if you go to church, they got a morning, an afternoon,
black church,
lunch, dinner,
black church,
evening service. They got everything. Then
black
it's gonna
church
be
is
rehearsal.
so long.
Then they got a meeting after that.
Black church is so long they feed you.
Lunch and dinner.
That's a job. Where else you be at a job? You be on job so long they give you a lunch break. Motherfucker, man, I ain't gonna be in here all day. He talking about the same thing. I ain't gonna be here all day. I used to hate that, man. I couldn't stand that. So what I do now, if I'm out and I go to church, I will go to church for an hour. I set it on my phone and my watch. And when it go off, I get on up with that one finger and walk on up out of it. I remember one day the usher lady gonna say, "Where you going?" I said, "To the business place." So then I get in the hallway and the bathroom downstairs. She think I'm talking about the bathroom. She said, "Where you say you going?" I said, "I'm going to the business place. I'm going to mind my business in another place." And ran up out there. Listen, church start at 8, and we had lunch, then had dinner, and then a snack, and then went home. Man,
by the time you got home from church, if you didn't do your laundry on Saturday, your clothes weren't washed for Monday morning. So, and I used to be one of those people that basically lived at church, like every day of the week, just about.
Carrie, that is the best place to be, in the back row. And I'm gonna tell you the best time to get out of church, when the pastor gets it cracking and they start jumping and I jump right on about the sing.
They have the praise while you get up out of there. That's
man,
right,
I'm up out of there, man. Hey man, I can't get that much word in one day, man. What's wrong with y'all?
Making up for all the days you missed it during the week.
Y'all want me to be in here all day so I can keep giving y'all money, man. It is not happening. It is not happening. I'm not finna do that. She said, and still had homework.
Yes.
Still had homework.
And I remember those days. I used to be there so much.
Hey, what up, baby?
Hey.
That's my other wife. All right.
Yes, that used to be a trip. Yes.
Yep, because they don't see you leave. No, they don't see you leave when you got that. When they all got their back turned, I'm out of there.
They fan the sister so and so.
My great grandmother used to get mad at me because I pop up in church and I walk over there, hey, Bima, and go back and sit down. I knew when they start, it was a couple of things that happened in church. There was like the overlay for the underplay or distraction. This one lady used to have the Holy Ghost the same time.
Every Sunday.
Fall out, all of that. Then they do the thing where you go up there and you fall out and they put the little towel on. Shut up, dog. And then they put the towel on you and all that. I'm out of there. When they doing all that commotion and shit going on, I am out of there. The point is that you are there. Yeah, I made it. What up, Diamond in the Rough? What's cracking, baby?
What's up, Diamond in the Rough?
Anybody that is on here right now and you're on my Facebook page watching, thank you for coming through. Get a star. Please get a star to support the page.
Sheena said she worked 5 days out the week. You only work Sunday, and hey, Sheena, I was that person too, going 5 days out the week, just about choir rehearsal night,
I only went Sunday.
Prayer night.
I only went Sundays because, for one, I stayed with my mama. If I stayed with my daddy, that would have been that fat. I'm not going. That was one of the reasons when the divorce came up. They was talking about some. You want to live with your mama or daddy? My mama. I know my mama. My mama worked at the club. My mama was a bartender. Now, staying with my mother, I learned how to cook. I learned how to clean. I learned how to be sufficient for myself.
That's the old man, 5 minutes cool. Yeah, that's
good. Man side of the family was gone. I couldn't learn shit. I would have been one of them niggas that was dependent on women all the damn time. And all they wanted to do was boss around and act like they out there doing the Lord's work. And they was out there fucking and cheating and doing the same shit other regular niggas doing. Cool guy, what up? The church I used to go to in Philly was 45 minutes from start to finish.
See, that's good.
That was good.
We
That
ain't
was
gonna
good.
be here long.
According to my mother, us all going to church kept our family together and out of trouble. You lived at home. You went to church.
Yeah, so basically what I was saying, like they people took it serious. A family that prays together stays together.
Love the easy way to hit this star and send y'all money. Oh yeah, yeah. See, let me tell y'all, let me stop and pause for a second. The reason if you're on Facebook and I want you to send a star is because I am promoting and producing my own stuff. Me and my sister, you see her on here. We do what we do. We come up with these topics and everything. And that money goes to promoting it to a larger scale. I'm trying to do something, y'all, on this internet. I'm really trying to do something. I love communicating with y'all. I love talking to y'all. We can work things out, or we can just bring things to the forefront and talk about them. A lot of things need to be talked about. I don't know unless it was a gospel podcast that was talking about the subject we talking about today. She said, I love church. I love church, but my kids could not wait not to have to go to church. Help. Yeah. I love church. I love the family part about it and seeing people, the word, but I didn't love the longevity of it. It was too damn long. We can't read the whole Bible today. We're gonna go to sleep. When the slaves were slaves, they didn't be in church all day. They had to work. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't understand that. I never could understand that old way. Even when I was a kid, I was like, this is wrong. I didn't go outside at all today. I was in here in this damn suit.
And you want to know, and what's really like funny about the whole thing is back then grandmothers used to cook dinner on Sunday, and you would like most of the family would come over on Sunday evening. So it was like, how did that get done like that, considering that most of that day was spent at church?
The reason I was explaining it, Candy, is because I gotta tell y'all. You know, you can't talk. I'll be like one of them bullshit ass pastors. I'll be like one of them bullshit ass pastors. And I can't do that. I ain't got no building fund. I'm trying to build this internet. I'm trying to get 20,000 followers on the internet. So when I do things
on this YouTube page,
the YouTube page, it get big, it gets good. Hey, it was Family Day. Family Day, yeah, it was Family Day, but then Family Day turned out to be some other shit. Family Day turned out to be everybody kicking in, everybody hanging in together, you know what I'm saying, to the movie. It got more relaxed when the other generation came. The generation of us that got tired of being in church all day, we turned Sunday into, remember our mamas turned Sunday into cleanup day.
Right.
Clean the goddamn house up.
I mean,
you just gotta get up and show everybody your little cleavage. What are you doing? We talking about church, Tia. What is wrong with you? Oh my God, Tia, why would you do that?
Don't do that.
It's Sunday. What is wrong with you? Trying to show you little cleavage.
Let me move this up. She's going down. That ain't right.
She got up and was like, show my fucking ass down for what, man?
She's selling more than hand crack. Don't do that. Don't do
clean,
that. That was not.
Clean on Saturday and church and the family dinner on Sunday. The good old days. Yeah, for some houses it was. I was like, man,
Yeah, I was trying to this other device. That's what I was trying to do.
You right. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Carrie said, leave her alone. She is trying to get a date.
She said, I'm trying to get
trying to get a date. Yeah, trying to come up. We talking about church.
Single by next year. What?
Yeah, motherfucker, whatever. I see you, T. Hey, you see her, Tony? She got to put the hand crack on the little cleavage. The hand crack the cleavage up. Shit on it, man. God damn, man. What's going fucking sister? Can't believe my sister out here like that done greased up the hand crack kid.
That was not the
You
Man,
got the
boy
hand
girl
crack all on
malfunctions
me.
online. Not good.
Ooh, I'm hot. I got hot in here. Yeah, you see that makeup on call, man? She crazy, man.
Don't you know where I was at today? Don't do that.
She wants to find a good church going boy. Oh man. So we all it's understood. It's a lot. There have been like 10 to 15 big mega church scandals. A lot of them have came with money. A lot of them have came into the situation of money. Yeah, she ain't glowing, she greasy. She glowing. Motherfucker's greasy as hell.
Don't behave.
She trying to get the viewers up. Well, hey, show them that. Hey, you know how that motherfucker on that commercial say, show them that beautiful bean footage. Show them that cleavage again. Get the viewers up. But it's been like 10 or 15. And I was looking at a lot of stuff today because I do a little research on certain things we be talking about, especially if I don't know too much about them. There's been like 10 or 15 different pastors, black, a lot of white. And I'm not making it a racial thing. I'm just showing about what I've seen. Queflo, Dollar, I can't remember the names of the other guys, but they was in pastors that you used to see in mega churches. Hey, Bruce, thank you, Bruce. Thank you very much, Bruce. There was a lot of dudes that did a lot of stuff. That let me see. Kenneth Copeland was one of them. He had a bunch of stuff going on in his church. But you know who really beware of the fake pastors. Go on YouTube when y'all get a chance and look this up. It's called Beware of the Fake Pastors. You probably can't see it. But I'm gonna post it so y'all can see. It's a 13-minute long thing about so many and they got black, they got white, they got Reverend Ike in there, they got all that, and it all got to do with money. It all got to do with them getting money from a group of people who need money, but they listening to the word and confusing the word with the person. And let me talk about these women in the church. The women in the church mainly be pissing me off because y'all follow that pastor and honor him, his word, when you're supposed to be honoring the word. He's just a facilitator of it. But y'all ain't honoring.
So many people put pastors on pedestals, and that's the reason. And they give them a whole lot more.
Yes, scammers. That's why I said the first PPP loan people.
Yeah, they put them on a pedestal, and they make them like not instead of them being the people that teach them, they make them like they God.
He said Reverend Ike was a real person. Yes, he was a real person with a perm and everything. He looked like he was somebody in James Brown group, and he talked about money. He talked about getting money.
My stuff keep.
What your cleavage keep popping out? Look, so
right up like this thing keep going down.
my dad feels like that too. Tell Pops, like, man, you got the smoothest pops in the world, man.
Yeah, he's so cool.
The ladies getting facelifts off the church money. Look at Paula White. Oh my God, Paula White looked like a Muppet when she got through.
Oh my God.
That was like they weren't even think about it, they weren't even doing the butt look. See, look at you.
Okay, I'm about to switch over. Hold on.
Popping them damn, switch over, y'all. Popping them little tatas.
You're gonna have to switch me over. Wait a minute.
Switch you over to what? You can switch over to the laptop?
Yeah, because
go to when you get on the
laptop.
When you get on the laptop, just get on the
I'm finna enter the studio and then you can. But let me position it. So just take me off for a second.
Look at it. Now watch this, y'all. Look, some more cleavage right there. Look, you just keep with the cleavage.
What? Don't do it yet. Take me out.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, you off. But you own now on this one. This motherfucker here, man. Oh my God. Look at the documentary, Marjo.
I told you to wait a minute. You hard-headed.
I had to do it because it's we on the time frame.
I know we on the time frame.
Exactly.
Dang.
I thought Reverend Ike was on Good Time. Yeah. They talked about. Listen, Reverend Ike was so real and prominent, and I'm not sure if he was from Chicago, but I knew he was from the Midwest. He was. They talked about him a lot on Good Times. They cracked jokes on them because it had something to do with money. Sit down. It had all to do. It all had to do with money.
Okay, that's better.
You all right?
I'm better.
You good? Bam! All of this shit for you, little Cleveland. Look,
I did not do anything else.
What are we
I'm
gonna
trying to
move
be able
on
to see
about?
the comments.
Can you see them now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm so happy you can. So, people, what are y'all? I need some of y'all stories from church financially that y'all, could briefly talk about or whatever we can communicate about. And my man, Cool Guy, say, look up the documentary Marjo. I'm gonna look that up and check it out tonight. Also, another thing, let me see. Marjo was a pastor who hired a film crew to show how he hustled money from people by doing revivals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
This motherfucker made a documentary of him being on bullshit.
yeah, I mean, what did he have to lose at that point?
Right.
Especially when you just spent all the money, what they gonna take?
You playing on they've been playing on the sensitivity.
You're preying on people, yes, not praying for people, but preying on people, and that's where things get real murky, and then people start to not trust and not believe in the church as a whole.
It's always, but you never notice, it's always one person, maybe a couple of people, or a couple that bust the church out, and then the other people turn on them. They straight turn on their ass, man. And get out of the church. Because I remember when old Queflo Dollar was asking about that money, about them, he had a jet, then he reversed another jet. One of the ladies was like, hey, man, we ain't gonna give you no money. We finna come up here and protest this. Her and her man was the only people protesting. Everybody else was acting like they was gonna protest, but when they got up there, they turned on.
Yeah, because and you gotta think about it, a lot of people get, for the lack of better words, get brainwashed. Like when you repeat things enough and stuff like that, and you make it seem like you're doing so much, people, like I said, hold you on a certain pedestal, believe everything you say, and they could be, yeah, that's true. What she said, those are coats. Yeah.
Oh, that motherfucking Waco, Texas. He had everybody in there, was fucking everybody's wives and shit, and set everybody on fire after a shootout with the police. What the hell? The other pastor,
some churches, not all, yes, people do that. That's true. And we talked about there are churches that don't, but they aren't mega churches like those. Most of them are not mega churches. Where the people really care about people's salvation, where they really
community, care about different things. See, one thing that's crazy, a clergyman, the Pope. Did you know the Pope can stop assassination? Did you know that? Talking to you, can you hear?
Yeah, the popes have. So the Catholic Church has more control over what goes on than the actual people that's elected officials. Their church has more. Why do they get followed around everywhere they go?
Yeah. The Pope,
you'll hear about that all the time. But that's why you should have your own relationship with God and stop looking at men. And that
even
is
in the
true.
Bible it says, man, the flesh is weak.
That is true, but most people don't practice that. Most people don't try to get their own relationship. They just want to go to church and see what the pastor say they're supposed to do. I'm just gonna listen to my pastor. They not trying to have their own personal relationship.
They do not want no personal relationship. They want some bullshit. Bullshit. Bring me in, bruh. I got to send you the email and all that, and you got to be somewhere quiet. I can't bring you in. I got to send you the email. If you get somewhere around, you get around a laptop, text me your email and I'll bring you in.
What's up, peoples? Hey, KJ.
Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share. Please, thank you. Man, it's so many pastors.
My bad.
Man, there's so many pastors with kids by other women in the church. Yes.
That's true. That's true.
What's happening, KJ? What's happening? Yep. And so that's the next thing we finna move on to. My pastor was trying to be mega. Didn't work though. Guess we were mega agent. But your pastor probably wasn't one of them pastors that was on that bull crap.
Maybe he wanted to do that, and when he got the information from people who had mega churches, he wasn't really willing to compromise. He wasn't willing to do those things to the congregation in order to do it.
Okay, bro, I got you. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look at that tonight because we're talking about this subject again Monday on the Instagram page.
Candy Stone said hurtful.
Yeah, hurtful. It's very hurtful because you trust in these people. You trust in a pastor. That's your closest. That is your closest thing to God. That is your closest thing to God. So you trust in him. You're going to keep on taking it off when I put it up there.
My bad. I'm going to stop touching it.
Take your motherfucking control. That's what you do when you give a nigga control. They want to take shit and throw their kids. Don't actually try to save lives. Yeah, there are a lot of pastors that try to save lives.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's just like the police. It is some good cops and it's some bad cops. The only difference between the pastors, they don't cover for each other. Unless they in cahoots on some money. They don't be on the bullshit. 100% true. I'm here for the lady. Ha! Give me $5. Okay, just send it to me. I gave mine $6,000 and couldn't borrow $2,500. What is the church still standing? I'll get your money back. I'll get your money back. But let me tell you what happened. And then we're gonna move on to the next subject.
He said, doesn't the church say seek out your own salvation? That's true, but how many people stick around to get to that part? You get what I'm saying? People come and they just want to hear the word, feel good, sing a good song, and now they feel like, oh, I'm back on track with God, instead of having their own personal relationship. And most people don't want to do that because why? It takes work. And guess who they got to work on? They self. And guess who they don't want to work on? They self.
She can steal the show. I'm good with that. I'll be tired.
Who is that?
His name is 100% true. So let me tell y'all what happened with my aunt. My aunt was one of those women that I was talking about that was deep up off in the church. But one thing my aunt did, my aunt liked to gamble. My aunt liked to gamble. She went to the boat. So she was at the boat one day and she was up. I'm talking a couple thousand up. I don't remember I think she was playing blackjack. I can't remember what they said she was playing, but she seen the pastor. Pastor's sitting over to the side, slumped over, messed up. Pastor, what's wrong? I done messed up. I done went astray. I done gambled the church money. I was going to try to double it and do some different things for the community. He ran a whole script when he seen her because he knew she had some money and he knew she had a gambling problem. I said she had a gambling problem. Man, do you know before they got through talking, my auntie done gave this man $25,000. $25,000. So she didn't get her money back. He kept giving her the running around, playing these moves with playing. So what she did was she talked to her son, which was my cousin, and somehow or another he told me. Now me and my cousin, we different. He ain't no rah-rah ass nigga. He don't be on shit. He just who he is. He told me, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? What? Where's this motherfucker at? He gonna say, man, that's a pastor. What you gonna do? I said, you can lay hands on a pastor too, nigga. Laying hands go for everybody. So I went to the church on Men's Day. And on Men's Day, they have a part on Men's Day with the end of the church where they ask every man that's not a part of the church to stand up and say something. So I let a couple dudes stand up, then I stood up. And they said, oh, this is a beautiful thing. This is Sister such nephew. What do you have to say? I said, it's a beautiful church. I like y'all chandeliers. I like how y'all got this place painted. Everything is nice. But I'm just trying to figure out what part of that $25,000 did you spend that my auntie gave you when you tanked the church fund? At the boat. You was at the boat, she was at the boat. Everybody knows she'd be at the boat. I'm trying to figure out what happened to that money. She said, my dad did that. Woo. So I'm like, they was like, what are you talking about? You coming in here with them wrong words. My auntie was kind of stuck and hurt because, you know, I put her business out there. But that was the only way I could force his hand. Good thing I did that because 4 or 5 women, I can't remember if it was 5, actually stood up and said, he did it to me. You got my money too, Pastor. Where's my money, Pastor? Well, I've been asking you for this. One woman went off to the point her husband didn't even know that she had gave Pastor that much money. I don't know if it was the same amount as my auntie, but he had gave. So, you know, if you were married to somebody, y'all got a joint bank account, some money come up gone. This man didn't even know. Caused a whole disturbance in the church. I walked out because I did what I had to do. I put him on Front Street. My auntie was mad. She called my mama. My mama said, I don't know why your dumb ass gave that man that money anyway. And your son should have said something. But as always, my son come up there saving the day. So before you know it, before the month was out, they voted that pastor up out of there. They voted him up out of there, got a whole new pastor and everything. My aunt was mad at me for a long time, and she said, you caused all this commotion up in the church. I said, yeah, I did it for a fucking reason. I did it. What up, Curtis? My boy. What's up, boy? Yeah, I did it. I did that for a reason because you preying on women, and a lot of women go through emotional stuff, and they weak. Or a lot of women believe in a man, and they believe in the higher power that man has. So what they gonna do? They gonna try to help him. Because they don't figure out they helping him. They figure they helping the man that God sent with the word. However, moving on. Let's talk about the cereal. Oh, wait a minute. She said, wait a minute, what the fuck? Hold on. I seen that. I was almost 100,000. Woo! Jeez. Oh,
yes, she said her daddy did that. It was almost 100,000.
Somebody was trying to flirt with you. Her smile, her voice, absolutely gorgeous. See what happened when you put your little titties up there?
Thank you.
See what happened? See what happened?
He said smile. He didn't say nothing about no breath.
He
ain't been looking that long.
Fuck about that smile.
Now you gonna make him rewind the tape.
Greased up ass. You put the hand crack on your cleavage. Now the man ain't heard none of what we were talking about. He talking about your smile and your voice. It's absolute. Hey,
we're gonna have to continue this tomorrow at lunchtime because we getting close. But it's really good.
Thank God that you were there to speak. Yeah, because I put him out there. Now he trying to come back up. I don't know what he's doing now. However the case may be, let's talk about the more serious topic of fake pastors. Fucking in the church. Yeah, I said that. They are doing the wrong shit. They are getting women pregnant because they have influence. That influence is very strong. The influence is very crazy. Look at that. Shut up. You liked that. You like that part right there. You know, you smiling.
I can't smile. Don't I always smile? It's not too many times that you don't see me smiling.
That's because you are on cocaine.
I am really
happy that you're on cocaine. But the thing I'm talking about is how these pastors have so much influence that it turns into a sexual thing. It ain't just it's pastors, it's fathers, it's a lot of clergymen. You see, they done touched the altar boys. Damn near everybody that used to be an altar boy in the time from the 70s to the 80s then got touched. Then had to raise a robe up and let a motherfucker fondle them or some old wild shit like that. That done happen a bunch of times. And we don't hear nothing about it until later on in life. It's too late. Old Johnny then came forth because he done had a bad life. He can't get a wife. He can't get too much of nothing. But now Y'all, excuse me, I had to plug my computer up. That low battery thing popped up.
Oh, technical difficulties are we having
No,
there?
it ain't technical. I had a technical difficulty before we came on. You didn't even see that part. I was knocked out. But anyway, look. So there have been a lot of people that have been getting molested from pastors, fathers, clergymen. Let's just say clergymen all together. And it's no race. It's no race thing. Deacons, ushers. Oh, damn! I'm saying it, and it was put on there. Deacons, ushers, choir directors. Yeah, yeah. Nope, not for it all. Because they use religion to get close and seek guidance to people and abuse their trust. Yes, that influence is used is abused. Anybody on here, it's like we're in church. Do anybody got anything to say?
Anybody got a testimony? That's what you should
Anybody
say.
got a testimony?
You want to testify about what happened to you?
Because let me tell y'all something. I've been in the streets. I was in the streets a lot. One thing that I do know from going to the penitentiary is the worst type of crime is a crime that is put on a child or a woman, and it is a mental thing that affects them for a long haul. Because you trust somebody. They misuse your trust. You trust in them. They trust in you because they figuring you got the word, you're a wholesome person, but you the worst type of motherfucker. The worst type. Because you're using that and you're going at it in a sexual manner from somebody that's at their lowest point, and they looking for you to be uplifted
and get them guidance to
and
help.
When they come up out of that shit and they realize they don't trust nobody, I want to be the first person to say a lot of women have been in those situations where it comes from somebody in their family or somebody in the church, and the shit just be nuts. Before R. Kelly, it was preachers. My.
Yeah, because I was going to church on a church bus, and a deacon that was supposed to be trained. So I needed a ride to and from church. You're supposed to call the number. They'll come pick you up from home, bring you back home after church. Everybody at church that needed a ride, this was the service that you got. So I stayed the furthest from every church member. Me and my siblings caught the bus. And that's the first time I experienced somebody in church touching me. What was done about it? Nothing. Was he taken off of driving the bus so that he couldn't touch any other children? No. Was he taken off the deacon board? No.
See that you know.
And I was a child, so imagine how many other children that happened to.
I really think in my life I've been blessed to not have anything like that happen to me, but I know a number of people who did. There's been people on one side of my family that done that shit, and I don't fuck with them. I hate them.
And another time I went to a church, and I was going because I hadn't had a church home in a while, and because situations like that would happen, people would misuse your trust. Just wanted the fellowship part of church, not so much as my relationship with God, because I'm going to make sure that if that's what I want to do, I'm going to make sure that's straight. But the fellowship part. So in that fellowship part, in talking to that person, oh, I can help you do this and help you do that. So a person tell you they can help you, so you trust in them. I'm like, oh, I'm going to meet with this person. You think it's an actual meeting. I'm going there with my notebook in hand, a pen, and ready to have this meeting. I done scheduled this out in my time. I done got a babysitter and all that other stuff. And I meet this person at the church, and what did this person try to do? Have sex with me at the church. I didn't come here for that. I came here on business.
Look up what happened to Aretha Franklin when she was a young girl, a baby. Yeah, I watched the movie, and it was like remnants of that going around, and people was confusing and saying it was her father or it was somebody else. I don't know who it was, but there have been so many people, prominent people that have came over that, but the trust issue in them is crazy. I done had a few relationships with women, and me being the nigga I was always able to be talked to. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? Why you acting like this? And then they break down and tell you, or somebody will tell you beforehand what happened to them. And then you looking like, I just recently, I say in the last 15 years, said to myself, you know what? I used to be like, man, I don't want to meet no woman that done had no shit happen to her, because that's some baggage that's hard to get rid of. And then understand this, y'all. And I know it ain't just women. It's men out here that have been, when they was a kid, the pastor, the deacon, the same group of people did some fucked up shit to them. And as my cousin Sheena said, before R. Kelly, it was family members. It was, who you think did it to R. Kelly? A family member. And the worst part of that is everybody say, well, why you didn't tell somebody? When they do tell somebody, don't no fucking body believe them.
Or they don't do nothing.
And I'm all these old tough ass, killer ass niggas. Let me tell y'all something right now. I got 7 daughters. One of my daughters is a baby. She's 11. She can't be 25 years old and tell me something happened to her. I could be 100. I'm gonna knock your head off. I'm gonna be mad at her because she didn't tell me, because and my sister's a witness. I tell her daughter too, talk to me. Can't no motherfucking body beat me. They can't scare you with that, oh, I'm gonna kill this, I'm gonna kill that if you tell somebody. No, when they tell me, it's over with for you. It's over with. I don't want to hear no, oh, I'm sick. Yeah, you sick. Boom, you're out of there. Thank you. They always blame the one who's being molested. Yeah, I've heard that we've always blame them. They don't believe them. I remember that video that came out where that girl was on the internet and she told her mama about her boyfriend doing it. Why you walking around and wearing them shorts? Why you? She blamed her daughter for dressing a certain way. Bitch, why you brought this pervert up in y'all life?
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't know about this nigga? That's the one thing I be trying to get women to understand. Well, y'all be trying to want to know if a nigga has cheated before, if a nigga this, that. Find out if he done slept with some kids before. It's a wonder why. Let me tell y'all something. It's a wonder why certain men don't fuck with their family. It's either one or two things. They done been fucking with somebody or somebody been fucking with them. And if you find out somebody been fucking with them, you need to take that motherfucker, run him somewhere and get him some counseling if he ain't got it. And yeah, we know counseling might not work for everybody, but it's a start. You communicate, you talk. That's one of the reasons why I'm with these podcasts and I have these things that I'm talking about. This might be one of the most serious ones, but I swear to God, y'all, it need to be talked about, because one of the worst things that was came up. Sheena, you remember this when we was a kid? Well, go on in this house, stay in this house. Fuck that. Tell your kids, go to your school, go to somebody else. They don't need to go to the people that's in the house that's surrounded by the other people. They need to go to some foreigners. And I ain't mean foreigners that's out of the
somebody
country.
that you can trust.
Somebody go to the motherfucker that own the corner store. Go tell I'm being molested. I'm being molested. I need help. Case in point, someone did it to my daughter and she made me promise not to go to jail before telling me. So I got the police involved, and now my mother's side of the family hates me. Fuck them. That's because they were allowing it. They were condoning it. It's people in the family that kept up that bullshit and knew it. Why is this nigga at my damn party? I'm 13 years old. This nigga molested me. Why is he at my party? Why are you still talking to him? The people that condone it are as guilty as the person that done it. Don't got me mad. I want to go kill somebody. I swear to God. That shit. Hey, don't hate saying it, cuz. I'm glad you said it. Let it be known. Hell, you can say the motherfucking name, and if they got something to say, call your cousin. Talk your shit, Baldhead. Folks need to hear this in 2020. That it's okay. It is. We need to protect our children. We need to protect our women. Protect your sons. Protect your daughters. Have this real conversation with them. If any,
and the conversation I always have with my children from when they were little is knowing a good touch and a bad touch. And then I would always ask them, because when they were really young, you got to say good touch and bad touch. This is a good touch. This is a bad touch. Has anybody ever touched you here? Nobody is supposed to touch you here. And I would ask them that. But then one time, the person who was babysitting my children, the father, and I wonder why so abruptly she told me she couldn't babysit my children no more. It turns out that the house where my kids were at, the guy ended up going to jail for touching somebody's child.
When he touched yours, didn't he touch yours?
No. But I was fortunate that he didn't, but then that makes me have regular conversations with them about, has anybody touched you inappropriately? Did somebody do a bad touch to you?
Come out. Crazy ass dog, man.
And they always look at me crazy like, ugh, why would somebody touch me there? No. I'm like, okay, good.
I'm going to tell you something. I think God knew that I wasn't supposed to be around them type of people. Because at a young age, I always had in my mind, if somebody do something to me or hurt me, I'm going to do something to them. They probably would have killed me, because they'd been like, oh, don't tell nobody. You tell somebody. Nigga, I'm finna tell. Hey, he in here trying to put his finger in my booty. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. They probably would have killed me. Or I would have killed one of them. And I know that it might be funny, but this is a very serious situation, man. I've dealt with a number of people in my life. I've been in relationships with people that have been in these situations. And like I said before, I was like, man, I don't want to deal with that, because it's traumatizing. But it's a different day and age, y'all. And it shouldn't be going on. It should not be allowed at all, ever. Things have changed. Some of the old school shit need to be the fuck out of there. And that's one thing that need to be the fuck out of there. That what go on in the house, stay in the house. If it's something that go on in the house, like mama burnt the motherfucking food, yeah,
Right.
don't tell nobody. Don't tell
Right.
nobody.
Don't be telling nobody I burnt my food.
Right. But if a motherfucker touching your kid,
Mm-hmm.
and ladies, you lonely bitches that feel like y'all can't get no other man, and y'all got this pervert ass nigga in your house doing something to your fucking daughter. They need to bring biblical shit back and stone your ass to death. I'm gonna fuck around and get my channel. Shut the fuck up.
He's so passionate about this subject.
I'm serious, because
people actually use their children as currency for paying for stuff. So people being addicts, people being addicted to something, they'll use their child as a form of payment for whatever that addictive habit is. And they don't care. Because why they in their addiction?
Like she said, we have to ask our kids. Traumas from what I went through makes me overprotective of mine. You should be. Everybody before trauma should be overprotective of their kids.
Yeah. I mean, where you going, who you gonna be in with, what they gonna be doing over there, who all gonna be over there. Somebody asked my daughter, because she's spending the night at their house. Oh, ain't nobody gonna be here but my uncle. I don't trust uncles. My baby ain't going over there with no uncles. No, I'm saying over some other little kid house with their uncles. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even trust your big brothers.
She can go over there. She can go over there and tell them, hey, your uncle here, let me talk to your uncle. My uncle will kill something. All right. The hell she telling me that for? But I have beautiful women in my family. In my family on both sides, the crazy thing is it's more women than it is men. And I got little cousins and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of little girls. I could never understand Like I got my daughters. My daughters have never seen me with my shirt off.
And that's true. Ain't no spending the night, Candy, because my daughter didn't know what spending the night was, and she used to ask, "Can she spend the night?" And I'd be like, "No, you're not spending the night. I don't know why you don't let me spend the night." So by the time she finally found out when she got older what spending the night was, she was like, "Wait a minute, where you going?" I was like, "Well, when you spend the night, you stay here and I'll leave." She said, "Oh no, I'm getting my stuff. I'm going too." All right, y'all. But everybody know my daughter didn't know what spending the night was, and she was probably 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old before she found out what spending the night was. Because that's how much we don't do it. A sleepover, not at all.
I'm glad you just said that. I don't trust aunties either. A situation happened with me with my 11-year-old daughter, and it kind of blew me. I had a niece, and her friend came over. Now my daughter is real. This one, the money was real little. She probably had to be about 5 or 6. And the cousin that stayed was a girl. I wake up, my baby was asleep on the couch or something. The next thing I know, she was sleeping on the pallet with her. I said, "Hey, the fuck is you doing sleep on this couch? I mean, on this pallet. I had you on the couch. What you doing?" And my baby knew from being that young, me talking to her and telling her, "Talk to your daddy. If something is wrong, you let me know right then and there." She said, I didn't come over here. She got me off the couch and put me in. I told her, I said, "Hey, you ever been on the news? Bitch, don't get my daughter off nowhere. Leave her where the fuck she at and stay where the fuck you at." The girl got real uncomfortable because I don't let up. And she left. I've heard a lot of things about women molesting other girls and boys.
Yeah.
Now, y'all be thinking that shit be cool when you hear, and it at one point in time, it was funny because every boy used to have a physical crush on a female teacher.
Or babysitter.
Yeah.
And most guys that I knew said they lost their virginity to their babysitter.
Yeah. And I keep forgetting. It wasn't the fact that I never considered it being molested. But we had a neighbor when we stayed on Cricket. She was 14. I was like 6. She gave me a motherfucking blendo job. I was like, wow. I told my brothers now. My brother then was like, "Man, that girl wouldn't even give me a phone if she wouldn't even talk to me." So later on in life, I was looking for her. But a lady told me she heard me talking about it to my cousin. She was like, "Boy, so you was molested." I was like, I didn't consider it being molested. But I guess it was, but I never seen the girl again. So, I mean, I couldn't do I wouldn't even know if I seen her down the street. With me being 6, her being 13, she either dead now or old as hell. But it didn't affect me in no type of way because I was a little mannish ass boy. But I still needed to know that that's what that was. Some kids are scared to reach out for help because people don't believe them. Yep, that is true. That is true.
And then usually they try to say, when they don't believe the child, they try to say because the child has been acting out, because the child has been not doing I guess that's a person or a movie or something.
Whitney was molested. You talking about Whitney Houston? This nigga named Elvis Presley.
So so a lot of times they don't believe the child because of what the molestation or what the trauma is doing to them and how they're acting out in response to it. And a lot of times that's your telltale sign that something is going on with that child that's not right, because they're not acting the way that they should. They're not doing the things that they should. They're not respecting the people that they should be respecting and everything like that.
That's why I understand too. Candy, I read what you said. Police officer near my home molested 11-year-olds all night long. All of them was classroom full of 11-year-olds. The wife was asleep. Get out of here. only got 6 years. This is what I got to ask y'all. So it's a classroom of 11-year-olds. He molesting them all night. What the fuck type of stamina is? Did they give him stamina to fuck all of them kids? Was that making him excited? Because he had a whole fucking wife in there, and they only gave him 6 years. Now that's the problem I have with all. I have a problem with all of that. But 6 years. Let me explain something to you. Drug dealers be getting 30 and 40 years. You've never seen a motherfucker sell drugs. Drugs sell themselves. Ain't no and people who use drugs, they have the choice to use them or not use them. A person has no choice when somebody is sexually molesting them, doing shit to them, getting on top of them, telling them to be quiet, threatening them. First, done got their trust. Oh, let me touch you there. I don't understand it. I don't understand the whole system, but I do know why the system will give them only 6 years. Because it is sick. It's a sick ass system. This is a sick ass country. America was built off of rape, pillaging, taking, doing all that. Anytime you ever heard them old, when they went and took over town, what did they do? They killed all the men and sometimes killed the young boys, raped all the women, and did what they did. Or the young boys, they made them slaves. And it's a lot of crazy shit that went on. And these people feel that they feel that it is a sickness. They don't feel it's a problem that need to be, man.
So selling drugs ain't no illness. Addiction to the money, the fast money, that's not an addiction. Just like that.
It ain't killing people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if they gonna call one thing an addiction.
Yeah. I mean, I was a drug dealer. And I was locked up with some dudes that was molesters.
You said he was white, so that explains a lot.
I got, yeah, that does. I got 4.5 years for an ounce of cocaine in Minnesota Correctional Facility. I seen a dude that was in there. He raped 2 people. 2 people. He had 3 years. That was it. And he didn't even do the whole 3. He did probably like a year and a half and got the rest of it was in probation. Did you read that? It's a sickness they go off of.
They get off taking and forcing themselves on kids. So that makes them feel good. Yeah. That makes them feel better about themselves. That's how they.
My aunt's husband only had to register as a sex offender, and he still lives walking distance from a school. Man, no, just whites get less time. No, I seen a couple of black dudes get it. I seen a couple of black dudes get a little time because they had molested people that was in a family. So they was like, oh, well, you molesting them. You ain't molesting nobody in the community. And the family reported them, and they didn't really get that much fucking time.
Wow. But then the part that trips me out is if the person that's being molested, a person that's being sexually abused, if they were to react in a way to defend themselves even after the fact, because they mental is still going through it, because they reliving that situation over and over again. They beating themselves up saying it's their fault all the time, and nobody's there to tell them that it wasn't their fault, and that's not right. So if they go and do something to the person that hurt them physically, then now all of a sudden they get like the girl who was being raped and molested and got kidnapped and stuff, and then she turned around and killed the person who had kidnapped and raped her. Then they gave her time, and they didn't say nothing about what was being done to her.
Yeah, and then for a while, but that case had rose so much that it got heard, and they had to let her the fuck go. Just think about that young girl. They got raped and was missing for 10 years or so. Wasn't it 2? It was 2 or 3 girls. And this motherfucker would go to work every day and come home and rape him again. Come on, work him on. I'm like, how much you get? How you got all that fucking in? Where you want me to send you? To my phone, Cray. To my phone. That's because they have more family members, more sick members up instead of calling them out. Yeah.
And that's what shows the part of how people like toxicity, how people like negativity, how people like drama.
It'd be your grandmama. It'd be your grandmama brother. She don't want to send her brother to jail. He's sick. He been sick. She knew what happened to him. She knew what happened to her. But she don't want to break this shit. She just try to let it go on and don't nobody say nothing. Keep that shit in there. Don't tell them people. We know how to fix our own problem. You've never fixed our own problem because it keep going on and keep going on. That man in Ohio, shit, is he alive? Is he out? That sounds like a motherfucker that needed to be locked up. The dude,
and then does locking him up really help the situation?
It depends on how long you lock him up for. Shit, lock his ass up forever. If they start giving motherfuckers forever, then the
giving
thing
them life for that, for sexual
what's gonna happen. A lot of them that's going in there, they gonna get molested. They gonna get raped. They gonna get beat up. Because one thing that's clear about the penitentiary, you can be in there and just be regular gay or whatever case may be. And if that's what you want to be, cool. Congratulations. But when you go in there and you done some crime against a kid or girl or woman, the literal saying of your ass is out is true. Your ass is out. Your ass is out. I guess.
And Shannon said, I guess that's why I'm not and that's okay with me. Yeah. I mean, but right now.
You got to realize the people that don't like you. People that don't like you ain't shit. They uphold bull crap. They uphold the wrong things. Somebody that they would like you if they was right.
And then it's like you got to come to a place in your healing process where you don't give a care about what nobody think about you. I'm at that point, like I don't care what nobody think. As long as I love who I am and I'm comfortable in my skin and I know I did the very best with what my resources are and I don't have no regrets for what I've done, I'm good. It's not about nobody else. Because I'm the one who got to live in this skin.
The man in Ohio killed himself. He was facing 100 years. Those women have kids by him. The ones that was in the basement, damn. Yeah, of course, all of that time that he was right. So that means they got kids by him. They had them kids there. What type of basement do you got that a motherfucker couldn't get out? You had to build that and secure that before you even kidnap them people.
Self-love is what's important.
That's right. Love you some you, cuz. The hell with them. She said, yep, them people that was on. That shit is crazy. And it was a black dude. I mean, it was some crackheads that called the police. That's the funniest. It was a crackhead dude. It was like, man, I've been seeing the dude go out there and be seeing the girl. Then I seen somebody, you know what I'm talking about? I was in there getting high. What, nigga?
And a lot of time people don't want to listen to addicts because they be like, they not credible. And that's the part that's crazy.
Shut up. You a crackhead. Anybody listen to this? I listen to everybody. I take shit, you know. If you done been bullshitting a lot,
right,
coming around me, man, get your ass. Get out of there. No.
If you're a proven liar,
there's somebody over there kidnapped in there. Now, if you say some shit to me after that, like, man, there's somebody kidnapped over there, I didn't give you that information. Give me $5. Hell no, get your ass out of here. But I'm gonna still try to find out.
Thank you, Carrie. He trying to come for me, calling me a crackhead.
Mr. Adam. Oh,
but he was the one slumped over in White Palace. I should have videotaped you slumped over, but I do got a videotape of him the day after his birthday.
Carrie, that's what you want? Thought you was my girl, Carrie. I can't believe that you gonna go against the grain.
You gonna stop coming for me all the time, trying to call me crackheads.
Yep. He had them in the attic and second floor. They had several kids by him. The other man in Ohio was a serial rapist and killer to attic. God damn. You know what, man? When you think something wrong, you think something fucked up in your life, sometimes you blessed.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say
you're wondering why you didn't get this and why you didn't get that and why you didn't get to go over here and my car broke down today. So yeah, sometimes that's your way of being protected from hurt, harm, and danger. So a lot of times it ain't no, oh man, I missed out. You ain't missed out on nothing.
Carrie, Carrie, you gonna stop doing that. We family. You gonna do that? Talking about some. He always eating those chips and special drinks. Olive flavored lemonade. Yeah. I see that. I ain't high on my show, but tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm getting high in the motherfucker. But you know, it's a very serious situation, man. And I want y'all to go talk to y'all kids. Not just your kids. I want you to go talk to your nieces, your nephews. Somebody needs to be that person that's safe, that they can talk
still
to.
spending that time with them. Spending that time, if you're not saying that people aren't, but having that quality time, having those conversations so that way the lines of communication stay open. Of course, you get frustrated with your kids when they don't do their chores, they ain't keeping up with their grades, they're not doing the things that they supposed to, but then you still have to have that space in the middle where they know, okay, when we have this time, I could say what I need to say to my parent and it's no judgment. And I used to have a time with my children where it was like, hey, we could talk about anything. If you got a problem with the rules of the house or whatever like that, it was an open forum for them. So it was only during that period of time that they could kind of complain about whatever they had going on, and they could share about the different things. And it was like, it was no punishment, no consequences, but it gave them the opportunity to be open and honest with me.
The wrong thing to say to your kids a lot is, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that. Go sit your ass down. You can't do that. You can't do that with these wolves out here circling your motherfucking house, or these motherfucking wolves you got in your house.
And like I said, when my daughter got old enough, and even now with my younger daughter, she's 13 now. When she got old enough, I said, I have to be on her. And she had a phone. My youngest one don't have a phone, but she had a phone. I said, I have to be on this phone like a horny 15-year-old boy, calling her phone, texting her phone, messaging her where you at, in her face, telling her how beautiful she is. I got to do all of that because I don't want nobody else doing that same thing to her and being able to influence her in a negative way.
Yeah. They're going to influence her in a good way first, then it's going to slip into the dark.
Yeah, it's going to start, but they always start with, hey, beautiful, how you doing? You cute, this and this and that. You going to get them compliments here. So when they say, oh, I know my mama told me already.
I've been knowing I was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But man, we done came until, let me read this last comment. Because B ass so damn slow. She didn't even ever send me the damn thing. I don't think. Let me see. Oh, she did. Damn it.
Have conversations with these people that have these feelings towards kids. Men laugh it off about checking a teenager. Shut him down. Oh, my son came up, a notification in front of him. My bad, y'all. Shut him down. Get a damn adult. Chicks checking for young men. Check her also. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to get B in so B could get B in so B can tell her
kids
story.
Kids still be scared to tell the molester threatens the kids, so please always allow your kid to have a voice. Yes. Yes. And I also had a thing with my children that we have a certain people that they're allowed to go to that we trust. So if you can't have this conversation with me, you too scared to have a conversation with me. These are the people that you can go to, that you know and love you, that you can talk to, that I know that's going to give them good advice or going to make sure that they are okay. So that they're going to take the proper channels and proper steps to make sure my child is fine.
Chase, Mickey said something to you.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Yeah, so that's really good. They got to be able to know that they have a voice and that their voice is being heard, because that is the worst thing on top of being molested or being sexually abused or mentally or physically abused is when a person does not believe you and nobody's helping you and you dealing with this all by yourself.
And that is another thing that pushes you into that alone hole, that non-trusting hole. You fucked mentally. That's a while. That's why I say the punishment is not justified for these people that do that to these kids. Because a person that sells drugs, A person can get off of drugs. You can get up off drugs, get yourself together, get a good job, have a whole little family, and kind of put it behind them, or either grow from it. I know a lot of people that was on drugs, and now they counselors, and they helping other people get off drugs. People it's kind of be the same way for people that have been molested, but a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They have a hard time.
They scared.
That damn warm down as a bug was in there. Tamika Harris facts.
Yeah, that bug getting back at you from talking smack about me. Thank you, little buggy.
You sent the bug from your house. Nasty
Ain't no bugs over here.
Nasty motherfucker. You got bugs. You got
there may be bugs on some of you bugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Oh, my bad.
Interstate bugs. I'm trying to see if B gonna come on because we ain't got that much time.
Oh yeah.
We don't have an hour.
Thank you guys for rocking out with us. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your comments. We're gonna be talking about it a little bit more tomorrow on Instagram Live for lunchtime discussion. So if you guys are able to chime in then.
Could y'all please, if you are on Facebook, get a star to support the page. If you're on Facebook and you're not on YouTube, after you log off or we go off, please go on YouTube and type in Baldhead'S Podcast. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can see when we on live. If you're on Twitter, please do the same thing. Twitter, do the same thing.
And if you already watched this episode, like it so you can know which ones you watch. So if you want to go back and watch some other ones, you can.
Yeah, share this episode with somebody so that they can know about what we're talking about.
And there were no wardrobe malfunctions on any other podcast unless they were on the path of Baldhead Phillips.
How the hell?
No other wardrobe malfunction.
I always miss the lunch ones. I never during the lunchtime.
It's never during the lunchtime. What time? Are you on Central Time gone?
You know why it's never during the lunchtime?
Oh, don't do that.
Do you know why it's never during the lunchtime? Carrie, ask the cleavage girl. Ask the cleavage girl. Thanks for having this conversation. No. Ask whatever. Ask the cleavage girl. Ask her. She's late. She's been fucking late the last five episodes.
I've been late this week.
Okay, what
passed? But guess what? I am going to be on time come tomorrow, so you be on time too.
I've been on time. Fuck is my show.
Oh, tomorrow.
I can't be late. I'm late because I don't want them to miss you. I don't want them to miss.
Thank you for waiting on me.
This woman's point of view. But now that you're showing cleavage on the show,
I was not. It was a wardrobe malfunction. You know what? I promise to have on a better shirt tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. You done this shit on purpose because you ain't been on no show in a long time with your face all made up.
But you know where I just came from. Stop it. I've been gone all day since like 7 o'clock this morning.
Jill took a very important test today and she passed it. Please give her a round, y'all. Give her a round or give her some type of stuff. Tell them what you passed today.
I did my practical in school, so I am this much closer to my license, y'all. So yes. My aesthetics license. So thank you so much for supporting all of those people who bought hand crack, all of those people who have been booking services. Your money did not go in vain. It is paying for me to be licensed so that way we can take the business to the next level. And I plan on having some other people come through a program where they'll be able to get licensed through my business. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'll keep you guys posted when I take my state board. And bam, 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 we're going to have a little celebration.
I'm glad she did that, man. I'm glad she got that because she was all nervous and shit.
Oh, my God.
She didn't call me today. I thought she failed. She wanted to commit suicide. Motherfucker, she got on my motherfucking nerves. I called her. I said, so man, what's up? Did you pass? You ain't called me and said it. Oh yeah, I passed. I did. I got 94. All right, motherfucker. So I want y'all to be on the lookout for this young, beautiful lady right here. She has a podcast coming up, and it is called It's Always a Family Member. So everything that is going to be addressed about doing a family member wrong, molestation, other things, there's a bunch of levels of stuff that she's going to be talking about. She will have people on there that want to voice their opinion and voice their point. So y'all make sure y'all go, if y'all can, go to her YouTube page right now. Start following her, because the first is going to be an audio, then it's going to be a video podcast, and that is the name of it. It's Always a Family Member.
Yes, I'm going to follow it. Yes.
It's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. She said, bring some hand crack on the second. Oh, Diamond in the Rough. It's going to be in the building.
I stay strapped with hand crack. I don't go nowhere without it.
It's going to be in the building, and I'm going to tell y'all what it's also going to be in the building on
Thank
the
you, I will.
On the 2nd at the, every first Saturday, April 2nd, Comedy Over Depression show, hosted by me, your boy Baldhead. Great comedians going to be coming through every first Saturday of the month. April 2nd is the first one. 12058 South Marshfield, Cal Park. Bam, I also got in the building, bam, the new design of the Comedy Over Depression t-shirts. That is one. This is the other. We're going to have different colors. I might have a couple of hoodies, because I know a lot of people have been buying hoodies, but you can get your hoodie for next year. I don't give a fuck.
And I'm going to have some flags, too. I mean, it's still cold here. So hoodies for this year still, too.
Yeah, spring ain't summer, goddammit. Spring is not summer.
It's still been acting like winter.
Yeah. Chicago do what the fuck they want to do. So y'all gonna understand it's gonna be progress. I hope y'all had a great time on the show. Y'all on here right now. Share. Please share, because that way somebody else that does not know about it will always see it. And we'll always get it. I'm gonna get a shirt and a hoodie, cuz. All right.
Thank you.
So make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all follow. If y'all on Facebook, hit the star button. All I want y'all to do, if y'all already follow me on YouTube, is to share me with somebody else. Introduce me to somebody else that don't know me. Don't know about the seriousness. Don't know about this funny. Don't know about the hand crack. Don't know about the Comedy Over Depression Foundation. They'll find out there and know. But I thank y'all for kicking it with us. We've been on here an hour, 35 minutes. BS ain't come in, so I don't know. We got to end this shit, because people's attention span is not that good.
She come on live tomorrow on Instagram. Yeah. So join us, B, if you can, tomorrow on Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be more easy on Instagram anyway.
Yeah, come on in and all that.
All right. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. In the building. Shout out to my cousin Sheena. Much love. Diamond in the Rough.
Yes.
Love you, Cherry. Gina. Shamika Harris. She got a new last name, too. I ain't going to tell y'all about it, though. Harry. Catchy. Who else was in here?
Hey, everybody.
Nope, not for it. Was in the building.
What's his name?
tonight.
O'Neal was in here, wasn't he, today?
100%
Gina,
true.
what's up, Gina? Thank you so much.
Mike Clemens. I ain't know Mike Clemens. That man ain't passed me. That's why reality shows have high ratings.
Gina.
Some of the cleavage came out. Comedian was in there. Candy was in the building. Thank you, Candy. Who else? I'm going up. Elvis Presley has left the building. All right, Elvis was in the building. Who else was in the building? Ted Diamond. KJ was in the building. Tony Smith, can't forget my wife, my other wife, Tony Smith was in the building.
Yes,
my dog
Tony,
Julie, all the way from Rockford, was in the building. Who else was in the building? Let me see. I say 100% true was in the building. All right, man. Thank y'all for coming out, hanging out with us. Tomorrow, we will be on time. I will be. Matter of fact, let me show you, because Carrie, if you can't make it, I need you to know. Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, on my Instagram page, Comedian Baldhead Phillips. Y'all come check it out. And if y'all want to get some of those services, or you want to get the hand crack, please hit this number, 312. I'm going to say it again once, 312-899-6056, where you can get your party, event, fundraisers, manicure, pedicure, facial, beard facial, foot detox, hand, foot spa, waxing, massage, ear candling, and more. And where can they find you on social media?
TSPA3, TEASSPA3. You can find me right there on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And
Yeah.
y'all can go on my link on Instagram or her link on Instagram and hit that link and get the tickets for the show.
Get your tickets now. I promise you not going to want to miss this show. You got 2 special guests that I promise you ain't gonna want to miss them now. If you're not in the building, you're gonna be like, oh man, I can't believe I missed out on that. Because anywhere else they performing, you're never gonna see them that cheap. Never.
Nope.
Never.
Bam. Peace out, y'all. Got much love for y'all.
Love y'all.